Let's talk of challenges in implementing the Ayurveda for metabolic syndrome management. Despite its potential, there are several challenges to the widespread adaptation of the Ayurvedic medicine for managing the metabolic syndrome. These include scientific, cultural, and regulatory, as well as practical barriers that need to be addressed to realize Ayurveda's full potential in modern medical healthcare. Let's talk of scientific challenges. We know that one of the main hurdles is the need for robust scientific validation of Ayurvedic intervention. And this includes complexity of the formulations. Ayurvedic medicines often use polyherbal formulations, making it difficult to isolate and study the effect of individual components. Advanced analytic tools such as metabolomics and network pharmacology are required to study these interventions. The second is lack of large-scale clinical trials. While many studies support efficacy of Ayurveda remedies, most are small scale with limited sample size and inconsistent methodologies. Well-designed, multi-center, randomized controlled trials are necessary to establish efficacy and safety. The next barrier is cultural and perception barrier. Ayurveda, despite its evidence base, often faces skepticism in Western countries due to its traditional and holistic nature. Public and professional awareness campaigns can help dispel misconceptions and highlight scientific advancement in the Ayurvedic medicine. The third barrier is regulatory hurdles. Standardization, quality control, and regulatory approval process may vary widely across the countries, different in India and UK and America and rest of the Europe. Some places like Mauritius, it is accepted as it is accepted in India, while it's not accepted in the United Kingdom. And this create a barrier to the international acceptance of the Ayurvedic products. Establishing globally accepted standards for Ayurvedic medicines and therapies is essential, and WHO, World Health Organization, can help in this aspect. The next challenge is practical and logistic issue, particularly of accessibility. Many Ayurvedic treatments require specialized knowledge and resources, limiting their availability to many countries and even within the countries on certain urban sample and the standardized specialized clinics. Second is adherence to the long-term treatment. Ayurvedic therapies often demand sustained commitment to dietary and lifestyle changes, which can be quite challenging for the patients who are accustomed to quick results. Let us move a step forward, how we can bridge the gap and design strategies for overcoming these challenges that we talked about. Addressing the challenges require multifaceted approach, combining scientific research, policy reform, and public education. Improving the research capability is necessary. Collaborative research between Ayurvedic and biomedical scientists can bridge the gap between traditional knowledge and modern medicine. Establishing dedicated research centers focused on Ayurveda and metabolic syndrome can streamline the efforts. Integration into healthcare system is the other necessity. Pilot programs integrating Ayurvedic treatment into existing healthcare system, particularly where there is gap in the modern medicine system, and this can demonstrate the efficacy and cost effectiveness. India's Ministry of Ayush provides a model for integrating traditional medicine with allopathic medicine in some aspects, and that model can be adopted elsewhere. Training healthcare professionals in integrative medicine will foster collaboration and improve the patient outcomes. And WHO and Ministry of Ayush and other institutions and people who are passionate about integrating, particularly those who have a good knowledge of modern medicine and Ayurveda together, can be quite powerful in making it happen. The third aspect is global policy initiatives which can enforce the regulations, and developing the international policy for regulation and promotion of Ayurveda, including the collaboration with World Health Organizations like WHO, can improve the global access and the trust of patients and the practitioners. Let's talk about the technological advancement and how they can bridge the gap. Telemedicine platforms like mobile apps offering Ayurvedic consultations and personal treatment plan can improve the accessibility across the globe. And digital tools for monitoring the patient adherence to Ayurvedic therapies and tackling outcomes can further improve the long-term success rates. Let us talk about the economic benefits of integrating yoga into metabolic syndrome management. First is cost effectiveness. Ayurvedic treatments are often more affordable than long-term pharmacological therapies, particularly in resource-limited settings. Studies have shown that integrating Ayurveda into chronic disease management can reduce the healthcare costs while improving the quality of life. Secondly, reduced dependency on pharmaceuticals. The use of Ayurvedic interventions can decrease the reliance on the expensive medications, especially for conditions like hypertension, dyslipidemia, and insulin resistance. This not only lowers the cost, but also reduces the risk of drug-related side effects and the drug interactions. And lastly, let's talk of economic growth and employment. The promotion of Ayurveda can stimulate economic growth in related sectors, including the herbal farming, manufacturing, and wellness tourism. India, for instance, has seen a significant boost in the wellness tourism industry, driven by the popularity of Ayurvedic retreats. Let us now talk of the paradigm shift with personalized medicine in Ayurveda. One of Ayurveda's unique strengths lies in the approach to personalized medicine, based on the concept of Prakriti or individual's constitution. Modern research increasingly recognizes the importance of personalized interventions for managing the metabolic syndromes. Let's first talk of genomics and Prakriti. Recent studies have found correlation between Ayurvedic Prakriti classification and genetic profiles, including the variation in the inflammatory markers, lipid metabolism genes, and stress response pathways. This provides a scientific basis for personalized Ayurvedic prescriptions. Secondly, dynamic adaptations. Ayurvedic treatments adapt not only to patients' baseline Prakriti, but also to dynamic factors like seasonal variations, age, and environmental conditions. This adaptability is particularly useful for managing the chronic conditions like metabolic syndrome, which often evolve over time. Thirdly, combination with the artificial intelligence. AI tools can analyze patient data to recommend personalized Ayurvedic intervention, optimizing treatment efficacy. And thus, AI-driven diagnostic tools can not only classify Prakriti and predict the outcomes based on patient-specific variables, but also recommend what would be most accepted and beneficial for patient with that particular Prakriti or body composition. Let us expand on the evidence base for Ayurveda. We can think of innovative research methodologies, particularly omic technologies, and that include genomics, proteomics, and metabolomics, which can uncover the molecular mechanisms of Ayurvedic herbs and therapies, providing a deeper understanding of their effects on the metabolic syndrome. Secondly, systems biology. And the system biology approaches can study the holistic effect of Ayurvedic intervention, reflecting their multi-targeted nature, which is very well needed in the current era. And then lastly, we can talk about the publication and dissemination, which means encouraging publication in high impact journals, which can enhance the capability and credibility of the Ayurvedic research. Open access database for Ayurvedic studies can further improve the global accessibility of the evidence. We can say that Ayurvedic medicines offer a scientifically backed, holistic approach to managing the metabolic syndrome, addressing not only just symptoms, but also underlying causes. By integrating Ayurveda with modern medicine, global healthcare system can adopt a more comprehensive strategy for chronic disease management. Looking ahead, a unified effort involving rigorous research, policy reforms, and interdisciplinary collaboration is essential to unlock Ayurveda's full potential. As this ancient system continues to gain acceptance, it could revolutionize the way we approach complex, multifactorial conditions like metabolic syndrome, paving the way for a healthier and more balanced future of the mankind.